We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Okay, Frank. 54, right there. 54. 64, weak. 54. Mike, 54. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 14. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, it's Dawson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now back to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
Check, lucky, general, fast. Check, right 54.
Kamara trying again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 or. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
64. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. 36. Check 52. General West. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Quick dash. Come. 22 drop bomber. 22 drop, get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That appears to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 30 base.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking to throw. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go. The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. 59. You remember me?
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
18 Gators.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Now, second and 11. And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hey, tighten down. Ready, get it.
Back to throw here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Next to score, Redskins 7, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Mike check 33. I'm coming.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 21 yards there on third down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. He'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
54, come on, 54, alpha. 54, 54. I got one. Hey, one set.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 60 or. Hey, exit. 61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Hurry up to go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. Recon, 152 fighter. Lee Griffin.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run on 1st down with Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 43. Alert flare. Check.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
What? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 31. Check. Snap.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
70. Indy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Right, 50. Hey, Delta. 55. Hey, eat. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 6. Pull it high.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. They find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force him to make a really big play against him.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Watch the run, watch the run. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Mike.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Come on, set. 60, Pittsburgh. 1, 2. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Too little, cut. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, just like that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mark 43, Mark 43. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 43 is the Mike, boy, 43. Check, check, 43. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Hey, high 7. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Hey, zoom. 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 40-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they're 2 scores. Start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah. I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any speed, allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.